Hello. So today I want to tell you about the game Pillars of Fate from Ivy Studios. And this takes place in their Fate line of games. I had never tried any of Ivy Studios games, but was always very intrigued by them. They are all these massive, gorgeous productions, and I had wanted to try them. And at Gen Con, they were kind enough to supply me with their small box game so I could try them out and let all of you know what I think. And this is the one I was most iffy on. I saw the cover and I'm like, I don't know if that's a me game. So I knew that Time to Panic I would be really excited about because it had a solo mode. I had just played Tend, so I was very excited to get into Graft because it's in the same universe and it's card drafting. And then I saw this one and I'm like, I don't know. Let's see. So this is a 2-player head-to-head game and I love it. So if you know me, you know I love the game Despot Oasis, and this has a similar setup but is so deep on the strategy. So let me explain how it works. This game is played over 3 ages, and each age you will put out 3 of these cards like so. Let's turn them so that all of the symbols are the same way, so that makes more. Oh no, that one's just got omegas on both sides. Okay, so and then you'll have one of these nice wooden tokens. There's 9 of them out onto the card. So because there's 9, you're going to see all different ones every game. And what it means is you are going to have an extra condition on this lane. So in this case, it means 4 cards will be played here. Typically a round goes that 3 cards are played on each side by each player because again, it is a 2-player only game. And once you reach that, then you score up that round. Then you move on to age 2 and age 3. And the rewards get more powerful in each age. So just because you win one or do poorly in one does not mean the game is over until the very, very end. So each player gets an identical deck that they're going to shuffle up and randomly remove 4 cards from so that you don't know what cards were removed. You have a player aid that on one side shows you all of the symbols so that everything makes sense, and then shows you what you do on your turn and at the end of the 3 rounds. The other thing is there is then this deck that is so shiny and nice and deluxe because, as I have come to know, everything from Ivy Studios is deluxe, and I am a big fan of deluxe. So you get 3 cards. And these all have special abilities and things on them. And 3 cards, 3 rounds, you're going to play 1 each round. But you're going to look at this and you're going to decide which one do I want to keep for myself and which 2 do I want to pass to my opponent. So I now know 2 of their cards, but because they're going to be face down, I don't know when they are going to play them. So I then get 2 cards from them, and these are now my special abilities, and I have to play 1 of each round. From my deck, I will have a hand size of 5. So I get to determine what I want to play into each lane. Why does this matter? So there are different point amounts on each card, and cards are used in 2 ways to determine who gets the lane. So they will have either feathers or scorpions on them, and whichever one has the majority determines which scoring symbol we're going to use. So if scorpions win, that generally means you're going to get negative points if you win that lane. If feathers win, you're going to get positive points. And that's shown by the gold color is the feather, the black color is the scorpion. So you can see very easily which is going to score. And then you have these double-sided scoring tokens ranging from 1 to 10 that are the gold side, and then the black or the red negative side, so you know. So on your turn, you are going to play one of your cards out. And if you play it face up, there are these pillar tokens on each lane at the beginning of the round. Whoever plays the first face up card in that lane takes the pillar token, and that means if there is a tie on either the symbol or the power, I'm the tiebreaker because I played the first face up card. So obviously, if I just mentioned face up cards, that means there's face down cards. You may play 1 card from your hand or one of your special cards, as long as it allows it, face down in a lane. You can only play 1 card face down. You can't play multiple, but I could play this face down here, and then my opponent would go. Once you have your total of 3 cards on each side in each lane, so essentially each player has played 9 cards, the round will end. All of the cards are revealed. all of the symbols are counted up to determine are we scoring scorpions or feathers, and then all of the numbers on your cards are counted up to see who won the lane and who is getting that positive or negative benefit. You take your scoring tokens, we go to round 2. The age cards will get more powerful, like I said, with each age. This game is so great because there's so many layers to it. Like, not only are you playing the card for its power, but you're worried about the symbols that are coming out, because if a lot of the negative symbols are coming out, you don't want to win that lane. You're also having the psychology of the face down of like, okay, they think I'm playing it face down because of this, but maybe I'm actually playing it face down because of that. Or you can double cross them and see if you can reverse them and really like mess with their head. So I enjoy that piece of it. I like that essentially it is straightforward. Feathers and scorpions, numbers. That is very straightforward, but there are so many layers and so much to think about. And you always have your 5 cards, you draw back up. So you've got a decent amount of options every turn, but so does your opponent. So there's a lot going on, and these cards can really shake things up for a given lane or an adjacent lane based on the power on the bottom. And you must play one and only one every age. So when are you going to use it to your maximum benefit? So this is a fantastic game. Again, the production is just super deluxe. Like, look how thick even just the point tokens are. I love that these are wooden and there's 9 of them. You're only ever going to play with 3 in a given game. So you can't just be like, oh, I know when this goal comes out that this is what I do. There's so much changing each game that you really have to adapt and be strategic. So I absolutely love Pillars of Fate. I think it's a fantastic game from Ivy Studios. I would love to know what games from them do you like? How are their bigger games? So I would love to try those as well. Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.